Do it like where you come into work, you're assigned a story, you go get the story, you get back, you get it ready to air, it airs. Can you describe a little bit about what that process is like?
Yeah, I mean,
how do you keep up with all that?
I've had to turn stories in 25 minutes.
What does that involve?
Sweat and adrenaline. We had one, Chuck Schumer was in Cooperstown for funding that he got for Bassett Healthcare, and so I was out there. I think the event started at 3, and our shows are at 5 and 6.
So
which
3
never a good
p.m.
time to spend.
You're in Cooperstown.
4 p.m. I'm in Cooperstown.
4 p.m. in
The
Cooperstown?
story needs to be on the show at 5:30.
So what did you do?
So we finished.
I'm
up
nervous
there.
just thinking about this.
I know, right? So he had the press conference. He was a little late, about 20 minutes late to the press conference, but he's the Senate Majority Leader. We'll allow it. A little late to the press conference. He has his press conference. You record what he says in the press conference. You hope that he takes questions. He took my question, which I was grateful for. He answered my question. And so you take that video, and then you go over. I went over and got what they call B-roll, so video of the outside of the hospital, people walking in and out, things you can put in over. So got a couple of videos of that, and then we did what's called a stand-up, which is I did it by myself because they call it MMJ, multimedia.
That's what that surprises a lot of people, that you actually are your own cameraman.
Correct.
And when you're on camera, like holding the mic, talking to the camera, you had to set that up for
Nobody
yourself.
behind it. Yeah, which is hard, but it's an art form. It really is, and that's why it's a Bachelor of the Arts, because it is an art form to figure out how to get the shot to look correct and figure out how to use all those buttons.
And not have to be coached or directed.
Correct. Correct. Because you're out there by yourself and you got one shot, and then you're back an hour to Utica. So I did a stand-up.
So
which
you
is
leave
where,
Cooperstown about say 3:30.
Oh no, like 4:10.
About 4:10.
So about 4:10.
With a bunch of different videos, because you have video, you have your stand-up.
Yeah, about 20 minutes of video.
But in all different files too. Like you have some B-roll files. You have his interview.
Yeah.
What do you come back? What do you do with all that?
So I come back.
Is it recorded in your camera?
It's on an SD card, which is nice. So you take the SD card out of the camera and you put it into the computer. Our computers are a little old at WKTV. Feel free to support. But our computers are a little old.
We kind of know that problem.
Exactly. It takes a little bit of time, but then we get it up into the editing software. And you really have to be, while you're recording, be very conscious of about how long he's been talking for and what kind of time codes you want to have.
So you kind of have to already know in advance like what you're going to pull out.
Yeah.
You really don't have the luxury of watching the whole thing all over again.
No, you had to have been listening the first time around, right?
Yeah.
So that's what. I don't get to relive it.
Probably playing and it's like in your head.
Yes, and figuring out, okay, I know that's going to go at the top of the story. This is going to go in the middle. This is going to go at the end. And you interview a nurse or two, and you try and weave that into the story as well. So you have not just a politician, but also people that are actually affected by it.
Right.
So you have that.
So you get back to the studio. You loaded all these files onto your computer. They're all there.
They're all there.
You have to make it your story. How much time do you have?
At this point, I think it was 20 minutes.
To get it done.
Yes.
Wow.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
I find
It's
it really fun. It's a really fun challenge. It's not a lot of time.